several people that have reached out to me and say, I found out that the president's order exempts Congress. And so how come you get an exemption and I don't? And I've quickly responded back to them because we're a co-equal branch of government, and the president's trying to find everybody under, quote unquote, his purview to be able to do this. But the judicial branch and the legislative branch aren't under his purview. Neither should the American people, because the American people do not work for the President of the United States. And companies of 100 people or more, their chief executive, their leadership does not work for the President of the United States. So now what? There are lawsuits that are pending, but those lawsuits can't move forward until the actual paperwork comes out from the White House. When that actual paperwork comes out in the next couple of weeks, we assume, we've not been told, then they'll have what's called standing in the courts. And litigation from across the country will be able to speak into, and federal judges across the country will be able to move on an injunction on this out-of-control mandate, and to be able to say they cannot just compel people to be able to go take a shot because the president wants to get it. So that'll be the first big step. There'll be legislative challenges that'll come through this body. They are slower, so the federal courts are the fastest response to this. But there'll be multiple other groups that will push back on this, myself included. Listen, why would we not respect those individuals that have already had COVID-19? According to an article that's in the Wall Street Journal just today, there was a study out of Israel that shows that the immunity from natural immunity is 27 times more effective than the shot. 27 times, according to the study that was just recently come out. To ignore that and to say that's not enough is absurd. Or to compel Americans, whether they've had COVID or not, to be able to have a behavior just because the president has, quote unquote, lost patience. It's not who we are as Americans. It's not constitutional. It will not stand in the courts and should not stand. We should push back on this.